that wears the crown. How they came too far to give up now. Life's real, big homie, you can't straddle the fence. Gotta stand up in their chest when they think you to quit. Real heavy is the head that wears the crown, but how they came too far to give up now. Life's real, big homie, you can't straddle the fence. Gotta stand up in their chest when they think you to quit.
Giving obedience to God, His darling Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thanking God for another day on the land of living. Thanking God for waking me up this morning in my right mind, right heart, right soul, and right spirit. Thanking God because without no Him, there's no we, there's no thee, there's no them, there's no they, there's no us, there's no nothing. Thanking God to be before y'all with another video. Yeah. Last week, we had a good time. Yeah, we had a good time over there in the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And it will never overcome it. Believe that. This week, I want to go holler at my big dog, old Paul. Yeah. I want to go holler at my big dog, Paul, in the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And it reads, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word. If I was going to name this one, I would have to name it The Renewal of the Mind. Yeah. As I scan through Romans chapter 12, verse 2, and it reads, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. That's really what I want to focus on. In the times we live in, the world seems like it have a lot of things to offer. But at the end of the day, it's really an illusion. They got 24 karat gold. Yeah. That's that real gold. And they got what they call fool's gold. Yeah. That's that fake gold. See, that 24 karat gold, solid. Yeah, solid. Holds a lot of value. That fool gold, yeah, it glitter and it shine. It spoke. But it holds no value. That's the same way I look at the distractions of the world. It's fool's gold. It looks like it have a lot to offer you, but at the end of the day, it can't do nothing for you. Yeah. If you wear it too much, it might turn your neck to another color. Oh yeah, like I say, the world has a lot of distractions. Everywhere you turn, it's distractions on the TV, it's distractions on the phone. The internet, the social media sites, they want to keep you distracted so bad. That's why they make them reels, them little 30 seconds to a minute video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They call them reels because they trying to reel you in to the distractions, aka the fool's gold, and keep your attention focused on some foolishness that can't do nothing for you. Uh, like I say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. When I was a young man, I was wild. I was lost. I was in the streets heavy, 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 heavy when I was a young man. Uh, I was distracted by everything that the world had to offer. Uh, I thought being in the streets made me somebody important. I thought being in the streets, indulging in all and everything that the streets had to offer, it made me a big person. When in reality, that was the smallest I had ever been in my life. But you couldn't tell me that. I thought I was doing something. My mind was twisted and tangled up in everything except the right thing. Uh, when I was a young man in the world, I thought I was living my best life, running up and down the street, entertaining foolishness, entertaining every distraction that the enemy sent my way. I thought I had a point to prove back then in them times. And man, I was lost. I was lost. I was trying to get to California with a ticket going to New York. Tripping with no map. Uh, see, when you out there and you entertaining the wrong thing, you really entertaining the enemy. The enemy don't mean you no good. The enemy really be setting you up for failure. Yeah, he put that fool's goal in front of you. Yeah, he put that fool's goal in front of you. Like you put candy in front of a baby and make it look so good. You know, make it look great, like Tony the Tiger. And after you get a piece of that candy, you want to get a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how he set you up. He'll give you a little bit just to keep you coming back for a little bit more. And you steady be eating the candy up until you got cavities in your mouth. And your teeth start to falling out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how the enemy do you. He bait you in, trick you, have you out there doing all the things that you could possibly think of doing when you out there distracted by the world. Uh, them things, they don't do nothing for you but destroy you at the end of the day. I thought when I was out there in the world, I was prospering. And the whole time, I was failing life horribly. horribly. And one thing about God, He give you signs. He let you bump your head, hoping that He can get your attention. Some of us, we don't take heed to hitting our head on the wall. It's like the crash test dummy. Once you hit it one time, you go back and hit it again. And He allow you until He get tired, especially when He got a call bestowed on your life. He had to sit me down to get my attention. And as I look back, I'm very grateful that He set me down to get my attention. Because like I say, I was lost. Couldn't find myself on a wet paper bag. That's how the enemy do you. He play mind games and try to trick you out your position. But thank God I had a praying mother and I come from a praying family, because the word say He'll keep you even when you don't want to be kept. I know it's many nights I shouldn't have made it back. It's a lot of things that I have done that I'm ashamed to even talk about it. But at the end of the day, it's my testimony. And all them things shaped me into becoming the man that I'm still becoming today. So I'm grateful. Very grateful. I'm very grateful. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't add nothing, and I wouldn't subtract nothing. I was conformed by the world, living for the world, enjoying the world, indulging in everything that the world had to offer. And like I say, when God got tired of me, I kept bumping my head and wasn't paying attention. He set me down. And see, when He set me down, where I could hear myself think out loud, man, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was going crazy. Because at that time, I never really heard myself think out loud. Yeah. When He set me down and I could think about and reminisce over the things that I had done and the things that I thought was right, that was really wrong. Man, conviction hit my heart so heavy. I felt like the scum of the earth. I got up on my knees and I prayed, asking God to forgive me and to deliver me from all that foolishness. Like I say, when He got a call on your life, He'll sit you down, whether it be through incarceration, it could be through being hospitalized, it can be through you losing someone that you love. It could be through anything. He used who He choose to get your attention. Ask my boy Paul. Yeah. Ask my boy Paul. Man, as I sit back and think about it, I thank God for having love and compassion for me. You know, it took a lot of crying out. It took a lot of praying, a lot of reading his word to get a better understanding. But when he tugged up on my heart, I knew for a fact I had to be freed from all that baggage. Yeah, I was conformed by the world. I was going by the laws of the land. Tick for tack. If you did me wrong, I was going to get you back. If you had something I wanted, I might was going to take it from you. I ain't had no respect for nothing, no one, and not even myself. Yeah, I was a fool in my teenage years. But thank God for being God all by himself. I remember after he restored me, after he set me down, everybody that was close to me when I was conformed to the ways of the world that I had hurt or did anything that wasn't right to them, I did my best to make it up to them, to let them know that, man, I was tripping, I was lost, and I apologize. See, we get it twisted. When we apologize to people, anybody can say they sorry. But when you truly sorry, you're going to change your behavior. You're not going to do what you done once before. Believe that. I sat down for a while and I truly was sorry. And by me being truly sorry and God convicted my heart, piercing it, he transformed my mind, gave me a new thinking pattern. He gave me a new thinking pattern. When I was conformed in the ways of the world, I do things and I knew it was wrong, but I ain't care. I was selfish. I was focused on getting me and doing what I wanted to do at that time. But when he transformed my mind, he made me a servant where I will put myself and my needs on the back burner to see about somebody else. The ways of the world, it don't excite me anymore. I just be looking and it hurts me because I was lost at one time, especially when I see ones that I love dearly out there in the world and thinking they having the best time of their life. And just don't know they haven't begun to even start living life The world have nothing to offer you but heartache and pain. That's all the world has to offer. Like I say, it look good, but at the end of the day, it can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you but set you up for failure. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. The enemy, he don't know what you're thinking, but he can plant seeds. So when you hear negative, pay attention. That's the enemy. When you hear positive, that's the true and only living God that's trying to talk to you. He's trying to get your attention. He gave you a mind for a reason. Use it. As we come into this new year and you're struggling with baggage from last year, hit your knees and ask God to renew the right mind up in you, the right spirit and the right heart, that you may be transformed, that you may come out that darkness into the light. That you may get it right and reach back and tell someone your testimony, that their eyes may be open, that their mind may be renewed. Romans chapter 12. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. I ain't gonna hold y'all up that long. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord, and I'm gonna continue to pray for y'all. Y'all be blessed.